All right, so I'm gonna share the workout for the time being as I kind of go over. So the workout, as you guys can see, we got, it's just essentially 100 reps total. So you guys are gonna accumulate 100 reps total. I have a sheet over here that I'm just gonna, because I'll lose track. I'll be at like 5 or 6 and I'll be like, what round am I on? So I just kind of will mark down each round that I complete, but we got 5 exercises. It's 100 reps total. You can break it up however you want. I'm going to tell you how I would recommend breaking it up, how I'm going to do it, just to kind of keep the movement and keep moving through everything. But the exercises that we got, and I'm going to just go over the variations so people have different options. You have the 1 dumbbell or kettlebell. So we'll need a dumbbell or kettlebell. We're going to use that for our floor press and the single leg deadlifts. So you're going to be, people know our single leg deadlift, I'm going to be holding and I'm going to just reach out and then come back up. And I would do my reps on one side and then do the reps on the other, side. And I'm just trying to keep my body nice and straight, reach out. So that's the single leg deadlift. If you have, if you don't feel comfortable with it, a modification is always just a good reaching single leg deadlifts, pausing, feeling that tension in the leg, and then coming back up. So those are that's a modification that you can use for that. The next one is just a floor chest press. You can use either a kettlebell or a dumbbell. For me, I'm going to keep it pretty close. Can you guys see me, or do I have that not? Probably don't have that right. There we go. So when I'm here, I'm going to get set kind of like I'm doing a Turkish get up. And I'm going to press up and then come back down. And then I would just do my reps on one side, obviously, then do the reps on the other side. If I would say if you don't have the dumbbell or kettlebell and you're trying to do body weight, you could always do like a push-up, elevated push-up, something like that. The reverse lunge. So reverse lunge, I'm going to use a slider. You could always just do a regular step back reverse lunge, but it's a goblet position. Here, reverse lunge, lightly tap that knee to the ground. I do my reps on one side, reps on the other. Modification could just be not stepping back and just holding your regular split squat and doing a split squat in a goblet position or body weight. So whatever you prefer. This broomstick, so we're gonna need a broomstick or some type of dowel. And what you can do, it's kind of like our Blackburns. So I'm gonna come down here. I'm gonna put the broom behind my neck. I'm trying not to tuck my chin too much. And I'm gonna just keep my nose off the floor. And then when I press out, I'm gonna lift it off my neck and try to press up. So I'm essentially trying to press at an upward angle as I go. If you wanted to, like as you're getting going, I might take my shoe, and I'll put it on the ends to add a little bit of weight. You really don't need a lot of weight with it, but you could do that as well. So you can kind of tie your shoelaces to it and add a little bit of weight to that. And then the last thing is a body saw. You could do like a weighted plank. So if you got, I don't know, you could put like a book on your back or whatever, but you got here. So I have my famous pink valve slides that I'll get set, and I'm just gonna back and forth. Again, if you don't have valve slides, you could use, if you have a tile or hardwood, you can grab like socks, towels, something like that to do that. If you don't, that's kind of like, I would say a little bit more advanced. If you feel good with a plank, you could do just a weighted plank. I might hold it for 20 to 30 seconds. Again, you could put like a book on you or something like that, or you could just do a regular plank. So either one works. So those are the exercises. Now just talking about the format of how I'm going to break it up. So 100 reps total. how I'm going to break that up is I'm going to do 10 rounds. And I'm going to do 10 rounds. So for all the one arm stuff, so the single leg deadlifts, the floor press, and the reverse lunge, split squats, it's really 50 on each side. All right. So 50 on each side. So I'm going to do 5 single leg deadlifts on my right, 5 single leg deadlifts on my left. Then I'm going to transition. I'm going to do 5 floor press on my right, 5 floor press on my left, then 5 reverse lunge right, 5 reverse lunge left. Then when I get to the broomstick, I'm going to do 10 of those. So I'll do 10 of those, and then I'm going to do 10 body saws. And I'm just going to kind of cycle through that for 10 rounds. Does it sound good? All right. So any questions? If you guys, so essentially, if you're, the exercise, the stuff that we would need is you'd need a dumbbell or kettlebell. You're going to need a broomstick, and you're going to need, some type of maybe, if you're trying to do the body saw, some type of movement for the body saw. But that's essentially it. So what we'll do is we'll start with I'm going to get this screen down. We're going to start with our warm up. I will do the first 5 rounds with you guys, and then you guys can I'll end it and you guys keep it going. So we'll start. We're just gonna come down to the ground, make sure people can see me. All right, perfect. All right, so I'm gonna start just coming down here, and I'm just gonna dig my toes in. I'm gonna come up a little bit. I'm gonna wrap one leg around the other calf, and I'm going to drop that knee down, touch the ground, and then come up and try to push that heel into the ground. And we're just going to do 8 of those. So we're just trying to loosen that foot and ankle up. As I come down, I'm trying to bend that toe as I come down. And then as I come up, push that heel to the ground, get a calf stretch. Especially with these single leg deadlifts, we want to really make sure that foot and ankle complex is warmed up, moving. But you get 8, and then we'll switch. Wrap that other leg around the back knee or the calf. Drop that knee straight down. Come up, push that heel to the ground. You see that toe really bending down as you come down, and then you're driving that heel to the ground as you come up. Once you guys get 8, we're just going to transition to our hip circle. So keeping both elbows locked out, and I'm just going to think about making a big circle with my knee without moving my body, without compensating. So 5 forward. And then 5 reverse. And I'll do the same thing on the other side. Feel in the hips as you're doing this. From there, I'm just going to kind of walk the knees out. I'll do one leg out to the side. I'm going to try to line that toe up with this knee right here. My hands are under my shoulders, and I'm going to rock back and forth. Should feel a good stretch in that straight leg. We're going to get 8 rocks, and then we're going to reset and do that. I'm going to put my heart rate monitor on because the workout won't count if I don't have it on. So feel that stretch in that straight leg. Perfect. All right. And then once you guys finish the adductor rest, we'll stand up and we're going to go through our lunge matrix. So we got toe touch, split squat, lateral squat, single leg deadlifts, 5 of each, just I think the toe touches, I'm trying to get a stretch to my hamstrings, and I'm trying to pull my butt down as low as I can, chest up, reach up. Three parts. Reach down, touch your toes, pull yourself down, knees outside, reach up, come up. So 5 of those, and then I'm gonna transition to split squats. So, this is gonna be our lunge pattern. We wanna think about where you're at here. So I'm trying to make sure that that back knee's under my hip so that when we're doing, especially if you're doing the reverse lunge, this is where you wanna step back to. So I always think the reverse lunge is a little bit more complicated because you have to step back to that right position. I always think I look at lateral squats. I don't think we do enough lateral movement. And here, you think about your regular squat, that's where we're trying to come. We're trying to sink into that. I get 5 of those. And 5 of the other. I like to reach out, sort of counterbalance. From there, I'm gonna go to my single leg deadlift. So I'm reaching out with my upper body out in front and reaching back with that leg. And then coming back up. Probably, as you guys probably know, if you guys have been working out for a while with me, I like this lunge matrix a lot. But I think it's just hitting so much stuff. So if you go out for a run or you go out for a walk, walk probably less likely, but bike ride, I'll do that lunge matrix before I do it. I just run through that real quick. I might do it like 3 to 5 times a day. All right, and then from here, I'm just gonna bear crawl for 30 seconds, and I'm trying to keep my ribs down, keep that core tight. I'm almost imagining someone, as I'm doing the bear crawls, like someone's hitting me in the stomach. And I'm trying to breathe as I'm bracing for that. So we're trying to breathe through the brace. There's different types of bracing to focus on. So something like this, as you guys are doing that, we're trying to keep breathing as we're moving, but we're still maintaining that tension. If you think about a heavy deadlift, that's where we're almost holding our breath and bracing. So it's like a more intense brace. So it's 2 different types of bracing when it comes to the core. All right, guys, so we're ready to rock and roll. If you are good, 100 reps total. You got your single leg deadlifts. I'm going to go through 5 rounds and then I'll stop the recording and then I'll kind of keep it going. I'll finish my 10 rounds. But if you guys have any questions about anything, want me to look at anything, just chime in, help, ask me anything. So, but I'll go through it with you guys and we'll get after it. Sound good? Everyone good? Thumbs up? All right, let's get after it. Happy Friday. Again, I like to stick with these I like to keep the reps fairly low and do more rounds. Again, you got to think, we're doing 100 reps. Sometimes I don't like hearing 100 because, quality, we lose quality. But we're trying to do 100 reps, and we're trying to make them every rep our best rep. So think about that quality. How many of these 100 reps can we make really, really good? Controlled. I think if we do less reps, and kind of more rounds, we're more likely to do better because we're almost resting certain movements while we're hitting the other exercises. So on this press, I'm going to keep my knees slightly bent, and I'm going to press up and then come back down. If you're using a kettlebell, nice neutral wrist. I also like kettlebell. I like to go around my head. I never like to go drop that kettlebell over my body. Protect the shoulders. Train smart. Again, I also feel when I'm doing these 5 reps, it's like you can not rush, go control. And we got a reverse lunge or split squat. Again, if you're using a weight, we're just gonna hold the goblet. Lightly tap that knee, control, slide back to that split squat. I almost think that knee should drop right under the hips. From there, this is a deceivingly hard, you wouldn't think, just the broomstick, but it is. Again, I'm gonna grab the broomstick. I'm gonna come behind my head. I'm gonna try to get it off my neck. I'm trying not to strain my neck too much. Up, and then I'm trying to press up. And then pull back like you're doing a pull down or a pull up. Try to press up as you go up over. Those are tough. It's a good upper back one though. Yeah, so as I'm pressing out, you're trying to press up. When you come back, get tension. Try to feel it in your lats. Pull, nice and slow, controlled. Again, you gotta use towels or whatever to go on tile or hardwood. You can do that. You can just do a regular plank too. You can add a weighted plank. Make it work for you. If you're doing a plank or a weighted plank, I might just hold for 20 to 30 seconds, so it doesn't have to be long. Again, I'm trying to shoot for 100 reps total. Don't get caught up on reps. I don't really care. Really, grand scheme of things, it doesn't matter if you do 100 reps or not. It's like about where we're moving. We're just moving well. All right, that's one round. I'm gonna go back to my single leg deadlifts. Again, I want to think about keeping those hips squared up. I'm really reaching that foot back, keeping my core tight. And then pushing this foot to come back up. I don't want to pull with my back. I want to push that foot through the ground to come back up. You should feel it all in that. I get 5 of those, and then I'm gonna move my foot over. Again, I'm gonna keep it nice and close to my body. Controlling as I come down. Again, I don't like to go over my body. I'm always thinking too of breathing wise, inhaling as I come down, exhaling as I go up. Five there. It's a quick rotation between the movements. Lightly tap that knee, control. Make every rep your best. If you got to rest longer, do it. Quality over quantity. Come down for these rows. This might be my least favorite. Over the head. Those arms up. Press up. Pull. Up. Work. Got it. Go to my body saws. Complete round number 2. Again, if you're doing the body saws, it's really a plank. You start in that plank position. Your body should never change that position. Hips shouldn't drop. It's 2 rounds complete. Again, I'll do 5 rounds with you guys. I'm gonna do 10 rounds total, but I'll go with you until I finish my 5, and you guys can finish it up. Reach that foot back. Think about that lunge matrix when we were doing those single leg deadlifts. We're trying to mimic what our body's doing. Only difference is if you have weight, it's gonna be a little harder. You should be going down to the ground, control, and your hips are getting you down, not your upper body. So I'm dropping my hips as I reach that back foot back. And I'm pushing that foot to the ground to come back up. Scoot down to my floor press. If you're using a kettlebell, keep that nice and close. I'll switch, same thing on the other side. As I finish that, I'm gonna go to my reverse lunge. From there, let's get down to this broomstick row. The head, elevate, press out, pull. Try to keep your head off the ground, not arching your neck. Again, it's always, as time goes on, reps might change. Finish my body saws, good plank. See you later, Ranjit. All right. Good plank position. Remember, if you're doing the body saws, it should look like a plank the whole time. Hips don't drop. Got a good sweat going. Everyone's doing good. Keep it going. So I'm gonna I'm running. Hey, Jen, thanks for joining. Good to see you. So yeah, guys, just as far as I'm gonna get off. I'm gonna finish up the workout, but just to end it with time's running out for me. But I'll record this. But just keep working, guys. You guys got it. Think same leg going back as the arm holding the weight for the single leg deadlifts. And I will talk to you guys later. Good workout, guys. Good to see everybody.